Hello, audience. My name is Dawson. His name is Justin.
Hello.
And welcome back to the first annual Spooktacular, Ep.3. Today's pick is my choice, and I decided to kind of go on the same route as one of our previous movies we've watched, not necessarily in Spooktacular, but today I'm choosing Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Interesting.
So I
I
kind
thought
of
you
want
weren't
to see
going anywhere near the horror genre.
what's gonna happen. No,
Mm-hmm.
I kind
Fair
of want to
enough.
see what Freddy's up to. Or
Not
not
Freddy.
Freddy. God dang it, Jason.
There you go.
I want to see what Jason's up to.
So
So,
we'll
yeah.
watch it and come back in a sec. And we're back. So we both just finished watching Friday the 13th Part 2. And Dawson, what is the synopsis?
Okay, so the synopsis is Mrs. Voorhees is dead and Camp Crystal Lake is shut down, but a camp next to the infamous place is stalked by an unknown assailant. Is it Mrs. Voorhees' son Jason, who did not really drown in the lake some odd years ago? Blah, 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 blah. It pretty much the same synopsis as part one.
Yeah.
Same
This
thing
time,
happens.
it was Jason. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
So, I just want to
Yeah.
say real quick that there was a part of me that honestly assumed it might have been Jason's dad for like the first like 20 or so minutes. Like, is this one about Jason's dad? Like, I'm gonna get like Jason's mom, then Jason's dad, and then Jason.
Yeah, right.
Because I was expecting his most famous attire, not whatever the fuck he was wearing in this movie.
He's wearing a sack with a rope,
Yeah, it's like
more or
everybody knows
less.
it's like his hockey mask kind of get up.
Mm.
With like a leather jacket or whatever. But like this one is like, what the fuck are you wearing? I understand, like the budget probably still wasn't great, but I think it might have been better than the first one to the point where you could afford a better costume.
The mask comes in part 3.
Hmm. Okay.
I just looked at part 3 on IMDb, and there's a picture of him in the mask.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's where it comes in. But lately I've been giving my thoughts first. So what did you think about part 2?
I thought it was a lot better than part one because it's actually about Jason and not his mother.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was overall a better idea. Um,
Yeah.
the ending I'm not too sure about. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know exactly how I feel. I mean, like, it basically ended the same way it ended the first one, where it's like, it was like, here's a spook, and then here's some calming music, because, like, the ride is over, and
Yeah.
then the last final jump scare.
Yeah.
I like that we saw Jason's face, because I honestly thought we just wouldn't. I thought it was going to be, like, one of those things that was, like, the imagination of the audience is whatever, like, Jason was going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they removed his sack, and then like they walked out of the room without the camera showing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I assumed it was just gonna be left at that, and like basically Jason reappearing is kind of a no, it's like a given, like a no-brainer. So it's like where I just didn't know if they were going to show him with like without showing his face, or what was going to go on there. But I'm glad, even though it did not look great, that they did show his face.
Mm-hmm.
Just because even though it would have given to that like let your imagination run wild kind of feeling to not actually see his face. There's still the kind of thing of just like people want to know what he looks like, and they show people what he looks like.
Mm-hmm. That's a whole Darth Vader vibe. What does he look like under the mask?
Yeah. Um. Overall, I thought the movie was pretty good. One thing I don't exactly understand is they showed the dog dead, and then it's alive at the end of the
I don't
movie.
think it was the dog.
Yeah, it could have been a similar dog.
I don't even think it was a dog. I mean, it might have been a dog, but I think it was something else.
Could have been.
Because the dog was gray and white, and whatever they showed was mostly white.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if they're. I think they're just alluding to a dead animal to make the audience go, "Aw,
Mm.
he kills animals." But then at the end, you see
No,
him.
he only kills the couples that have sex.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, uh, Basically half the cast was not there for the killing, which is, I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's kind of good that not everybody dies in a slasher film, I guess.
hmm
So
I
that's,
want to know what happened to the red-haired guy.
oh yeah.
He is my favorite character in this movie.
Um, I want to know what the fuck happened to Paul, because when they put her in the ambulance, she's asking about him, and they never said.
It'll probably be in part 3.
That is a good guess.
And then part 4, part 5, part 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever, how
The
many parts there are.
remake, Jason X,
Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason,
Yeah.
the 2017 remake.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Um, Overall, I thought it was a much better film than the first one, because the first one was pretty bad. Like at the beginning of the movie, when they're showing like flashbacks to the original film by way of the original survivors' dreams, it just
hmm
reminded me of parts I just forgot about how bad it was. Like when the first chick hit Mrs. Voorhees in the back with whatever that was. That was just such a terrible scene. 'Cause it looked like she just like tapped her on the back and then she fell over. So that was
hmm
bad. Um, so overall, I enjoyed this one more. What do you think?
This is why I don't like horror.
Mm.
I didn't care
Mm.
throughout pretty much most of the film. Um, I literally, I can't tell you if it's better than the first one way or another. Um, there's so many missteps in this movie. I'm not going to name them all because I really don't care to,
Hmm.
but a few that I will is, I actually liked, what was her name? It's not Nancy, was it?
Which one? There's
Last film? In the
Oh,
last film,
it might have been
the
Nancy.
final survivor. Whoever the survivor was in the last film, they literally killed her, in not the first scene, but, the first scene with her character.
Hmm.
They just killed her. And I was like, okay, what's the fucking point of that? And then, you know, sorry, I had to cough, so I muted myself.
Mm.
They killed her. That was dumb. What was Jason doing out in the city? I don't know. And then there's a head in the fridge that looked like Mrs. Voorhees, but then you see her later in the movie on Jason's table of shit.
Yeah, you could have taken it with her or with him.
I know, but now it's mummified.
True.
And I like these characters a little bit more. I hope they had more personality to them. They weren't as stale. I just felt like they're having a lot more fun with it. I don't know. I felt like the kills in this movie were pretty much the exact same as the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind the original movie's kills, the first ones. I didn't. But it was like they were few and far between, and they happened like that. The guy in the wheelchair, just a knife to the head, he rolled back. And then Jason took a spear and speared those two people. And then, I don't know, stabbed one of them and then dragged her down the stairs, but yet left no blood trail. I don't know what that's all about. Like you said, there's some characters that were there, then they weren't, and there's nothing about them at all. And, it just, this movie had a lot missing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't say I liked it more. I guess I enjoyed it a little bit more, but the thing that you're supposed to be scared of, you're supposed to be scared of like Jason, and you hear the music, you're like, oh, he's coming. Nope, no, he's not.
Mm.
Are we looking through Jason's point of view, or are we looking just to the camera's point of view?
Mm-hmm.
And that happened in the first one, and I kind of like that. but it became a whole repetitive thing again, like the first movie, where all he is doing is hunting these people for what reason we don't know. There's no reason, there's no rhyme or reason for his killings. He just has a grudge against camp counselors because he drowned. Well, if he drowned, then he'd be dead, and he's not dead. So, I don't really know what his grudge is against these people, or why, or it's not even, we're not even at Camp Crystal anymore. We're at a brand new camp counselor thing. So I don't know. I honestly don't know why this movie that was made. I know it was why it was made, and I know why the other ones were made. But I couldn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I was just waiting for them all the time. There's a certain point where you start rooting for the girl when she's just running around, trying to stay away from Jason, and I was rooting for her, but I don't even remember her name, which that says something. I don't care.
Yeah,
If I
her
don't,
name was Ginny.
sure, whatever the fuck her name was. Like, I just like, if you can't remember the character's name or anything, like it's kind of an early calling sign that you just don't care
Mm-hmm.
about the character. I was still rooting for her. I still wanted her to survive. I knew she was going to survive, just like they just like the other girl, the first girl. But I just couldn't. I just didn't care throughout this entire film. I was just sitting here watching it. I did jump. When the cat came through the window at the beginning, I jumped. That was probably the biggest jump in the entire film. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think those are my short thoughts. I really don't have much to say on this. Just like I had really not much to say about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez,
There
earthquake.
goes something.
Talk, Dustin.
Um, Overall, like I can see where you're coming from about how this movie is kind of repetitive, and you just want the killing to be over with, just so the movie will basically end. Because the movie still isn't really doing much. It's just killing
It's
kids.
not long, and it did go pretty fast. I mean, I checked the clock,
Mm.
and it was an hour in. I said, "Oh, I only have 30 minutes left." Wow, that went fast. But there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really nothing that happened memorable through the first hour. And I was like, "Oh, we got 30 minutes left," and then that 30 minutes slowed down, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, okay."
So overall, you don't have much to say about it anymore. I don't really have much to say about it anymore. So let's just get on to the ratings, if you don't mind.
Sounds good.
So, as per usual, I shall go first. And like I said, I like this one a tad bit more than the first one. Um, I think I gave the first one. What did I give it? I think I gave it like a 6. So I'm not really sure. I might give it like a 5 or something. Either way, I'm gonna give this one a 6.
You get a 6,
Mm-hmm. What do you give it?
and I'm gonna give part 2 a 5.
Mm-hmm. Would you
Yeah.
recommend it?
If you like the first one, or if you're interested in the Friday the 13th franchise, sure. But for any average moviegoer, no.
I concur. So that's pretty much it for our thoughts, guys. Let us know down below. What did you think of Friday the 13th Part 2, or even just the series overall? Because we might continue watching them, we might not.
Yeah.
But as for now, that's it from us. Join us tomorrow for another Spooktacular movie. It is going to be my choice, and maybe I'll find something that we'll enjoy more.
Mm.
Until then, guys, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.